AITA for refusal to give my sister my half of mom, deceased, home? I am 45M and should start by acknowledging the fact that my sister, 43F, has mental health challenges. They have been diagnosed, though I have the impression she is not taking meds. My mother passed 2 years ago and my sister, plus her son, had been living with her for approximately 2 years prior to her death. She was supposed to get a job and help with the household, though she never did. My mother's health deteriorated significantly after living with my sister. Mom died with no will and virtually no estate. Her home was free and clear and it has since been transferred to us as 50-50 owners. I had no interest in forcing a sale. I told her she could stay there as long as she wants so long as she gets a job to maintains the home, pays the insurance, pays the property taxes, etc. I know my mom would not want her to be homeless. Rather than get a job, she moves a new boyfriend into the home. I suppose he gets cheap living in exchange for paying the routine bills. My sister gets a small government check. I suspect from the military, husband, or the disability status, autism, of the child. 11M. The roller coaster of life is hard on my sister and anyone remotely close to her. Part of me wants to give her my half of the house just to have no legal or financial ties with her. At the same time, it isn't fair for her to do nothing with her life and have a free home. I'm also worried she would squander it with a reverse mortgage the moment I sign over title. My half of that home would help put my kids through college. I've worked consistently for the last 25 years and I am fortunate to say my spouse and I do not need the money. Of course, my home is not paid for. She is married to her son's father, though she has a boyfriend living with her in my mother's home. The father of her son has been out of the picture for some time. My sister has always struggled to cope with anything unpleasant. We worked together as teenagers and she was a hard worker. As an adult, she struggles to keep a job anytime she graduates from low-pressure trainee to someone expected to work like everyone else. My mom enabled her to a fault, and would often complain to me about her inability to cope with life. But, she was so hard to deal with that mom would simply endorse any ridiculous behavior simply for her to shut up. My sister agonizes over the smallest decision, can't be counted on to attend family functions, etc. She has defaulted on loans they've given her. I think she spends her days smoking cigs and her nights drinking wine. She is not in the best health and I worry about her ability to sustain herself long term. Of course, having a preteen nephew involved complicates things. Questions. 1. Am I wrong for not wanting to give her my half of the house? 2. Am I wrong for caring how she pays the bills? 3. Am I wrong for expecting her to do something with her life? I am not her father.